From olive-colored skin to chocolate brown, lipsticks and lip gloss should be color-rich, long-lasting, bold, and luscious. Bold and Luscious Cosmetics. Find them at BALcosmetics.com. Complete with vitamin E, lanolin, and antioxidants, Bold and Luscious gives you soft, moisturized lips all day. Reds, nudes, pinks, darks, bright. BALcosmetics.com. BALcosmetics.com.
From the middle of 42nd, I'm blessing another banger by Psychotic. I'm on and I'm wrecking the Punisher beast. This is capital punishment. Runners be speaking. Been punished, you cast and make examples out you rappers. Bronx bomber from the city where the greats are from. Chris Rivers, OP Mala Reigns is from. Cuban Link, busy being a Remy Martin. Man, that verse on any up is fucking out forever. Love my city. Bright lights and big dreams. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills on the rails. Take it back to 93 instead of 90 for that L. Hip-hop, rap caused the panic. Salute to Queensbridge, the home of Illmatic. And the infamous, can't forget son Derek Jeter showed that number 2 was number 1. Flip the switch like when Angie Mall went to power. Flex people with hope, I'm feeling sour. It's still New York City, no effing cowards. Brooklyn, where the people yelling yawa. Fabulous Joel Ortiz, man, them boys are ether. Rest in peace, the birthplace of Aaliyah. High haters, even after haters loving me, no BK. The birthplace of David Blaine, yo. Papoose drops charades. Meanwhile, the second Sunday in June is the PR parade. Floating through the city, all the people getting lit. Can't forget about Harlem, shout out to the Dips. Children of the corn showed unity. Now we bumping that diplomatic immunity. Greatness is earned and never borrowed. You sucker MCs won't last in the Apollo. On the block heavy, Planet Rock, Africa, Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, and rock steady. Hardcore, jumping on city trains, graffiti dub, B Street. No need to fight, bring out the cardboards. Break dancing, I break them, they ain't advancing. I'm crazy laced with the prancing, get my B-boys dancing. Pardon me bargaining, but the art of me's expanding. Get late to rest, cause I make the best when I'm breaking necks. This ain't a test, I shatter MCs, prepare your tape decks. For that street flow, New York City, all the homies still doing chin ups on the street post. Y'all seen that Fat Joe made them lean back. We started local, became big and went global. Hip-hop gave us a voice and we became vocal. No matter what, I will never front. I may be Jersey, but I'll never forget where I came from. New York, right.
Y'all niggas truly ain't ready for this dynasty thing.
Love right from the start. Two puzzle pieces fitting perfectly, but every time we tried, it wasn't meant to be. I can see that you're trying, you're trying. I can see it in your eyes, the lonely cries, going round and round in circles, babe, a roller coaster ride, but we keep falling apart. Baby, don't walk away, walk away. Baby, don't walk away, walk away. Baby, prove me wrong, I could be wrong, but with you I belong. Baby, don't go away, don't go, don't go. Could you prove me wrong? Don't keep me waiting too long. Baby, don't go away, don't go, don't go.
I got a feeling in my gut, you gon' walk right out, cause you don't play no games. 3 strikes, I'm out, and I'm telling you I'm sorry, but it don't make sense. You had a feeling in your gut, and you trust instead, and I'm glad you did, cause you figured it out, that I was messing with somebody else who needed the clout. Now I'm living in doubt, trying to figure it out. I got that karma hanging on me like a thunderous cloud. I take a dime piece, flip it up and slap it around, but my effort to forget you's only coming around. When you come into town, I wanna make it a baby. I know it's overdue, cause the old me's lazy, but the new me's sorry. He's got a lot of flowers and they're changing bodied. Let's do Pilates, and all the things I should've done to keep you by me. I know you hesitating cause the heart speaks blindly, yeah.
Baby, don't walk away, walk away. Baby, don't walk away, walk away. Baby, prove me wrong, I could be wrong. Baby, prove me wrong, don't keep me waiting for too long. Don't go, don't go. Keep me waiting too long. Baby, don't go away, don't go, don't go. Wasn't meant to be.
Now 45 and something about you's making me impatient. I wanna taste of what you've got hiding. Night turns dawn, we breaking in your bedroom. Let's wake the neighbors. I hope they all come to know something sweet as you in this life, honey. Ooh, honey. I can barely keep the stroke when I'm locked in deep inside, honey. You fuck me right, honey. I licked it so it's mine. I don't play that on these bitches' minds, but I stay at. You're the one I grip this wine on. I wanna spend my life, so run and tell these niggas that I'm the one that's here. Bringing you up. I hit up the teller and I told her it's the right.
Hey boo, I don't wanna seem like a loser, but the frisky shit you post on the net been on my medulla. I know we did it once, you had me hooked like Judah. Got me telling you the things that me want do to you. You gon' bust it wide open in this super. I could tell you been reminiscing the moment, cause every time I move through the room, you like the US Open. Eyes back and forth, face saying that kitty got a heartbeat to her. You got some premium grade A designer cat. Wetter than the pool, I'm down to drowning that. I've been searching all around the globe to put my face inside that bowl. That strokes gon' show the moon and the stars just like an almanac. We intertwine when I enter from behind. Tickle spine, this is sober, baby. Catch me off the wine in due time. These candy-coated kisses on your honey pot gon' push you off the ledge. We getting closer to the line. So tell me what we doing here. I could care less about your ex, cause for your body I'm a student here. Fingers tracing every insecurity you ever had. Heart beating fast, but you love it, you about to shed a tear. I'm top 10, call me king when I'm in it. Been the GOAT, you'll understand when I'm finished. Now all your plans are diminished. Now switch, get up and handle your business. We cutting up like we playing with scissors. We going out of control. King!
Out of control. Just hit me on the celly. Never out of my own, the spirit control. I'm telling me that she out of control. Out of control. Just hit me on the celly. Never out of my own, the spirit control. I'm telling me that she out of control. Out of control. Just hit me on the celly.
And I know you ain't never seen someone like this treat you like that. That's a fact. So your mom wanna reach her, cause that's your ego. Heart is soaking that, yeah, to the people. You and I mean, see what I mean with we. My favorite number, that's the 3 to the size of the story now. Yeah, we get the glory, yeah, changing what we doing now. Baby, don't worry now. Positive thoughts are that we think. Water first, yeah, that's all we drink. So gotta let it flow, if not let it go. So if it go, it flow, baby, yeah, let it flow. Cause I know if it flow, and I promise it grow, yeah. Stronger than anyone know. Don't be afraid of the unknown, cause once you know it ain't unknown. So everything that you know before you knew, you ain't know. Get what I know. It is you who I pursue. Don't worry about nothing, no suit. You, me, chicken in a soup with no soda. It's not over. We did the range like a rover. Is it over? Remember the song I did before though. It ain't no though, we low-key, nobody taking photos, baby. It's just you though, it's just you though, yeah. You take me to Pluto and Serena, like it's Williams and I get though. Back and forth though, wait, no competition, just is what we do. See your view, I see, you see mine too. It's connected like now, what do we do? We've been hurt before, you and who, wait. Yeah, I know, they say dirt, who am I? And I will ride, I close my eyes and tell you truth, like in a booth. And it's okay if what you want, but we can do. Say it again, repetition is what I do. I just live my life, I guess now it's just for you. Well, partially, I got KIDs, and it's me, and it's a love family. The universe, you know I'm talking energy, can you see? What's unseen, and close your eyes is what I mean. I do not dream, and I just vision, manifestation. I ain't waiting, contemplating, I'm going after. But I flow, cause I know, yeah, I seen disaster. Actor, never been, but I can be. But no, I won't play games, what I mean. Cause I could do it, did it before, that's what I mean. So I can show you both sides of what defense is. It's okay, you don't be defensive. It don't need to be when you speak to me, baby. It's just crazy. Now you thinking, now you know I'm lazy. With your love I'm talking like, no I ain't a thug. I wanna see you on the rock. I give you all kisses and hugs and what you need. I guess it's me, and so I bring it. Put a finger on your ring. Superficial, but I don't be it. That's not what I'm seeing. See, I messed up, but still, that's not what I'm seeing. That's what I'm meaning. I'm talking reason, intention, vision, the mission. Anything you ask, I can answer. Just don't question me. I'm the truth, I just want to be. I don't say I make every move that's smart, you see. Cause I know, I think, yeah, real hard, you see. It's okay if it's drop, we just pick it up.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just thinking about you. I know you're in the studio right now. You're probably busy. And I hope you're thinking about me, so you should just go ahead and make a song about me. Love you. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm on the grind like I'm supposed to be. Because this chick on my mind, because she be holding me down. And I'm not saying she close to me, but she fuck with me more than she supposed to be. She pay my bills in my car, man. And I ain't lame, she could tell a nigga starving. Because shit ain't easy when you out here trying to make these moves. Ask her why she do it, she just say she just paying dues. My definition of 50-50 ain't going half. It's just a chick that would never ever hold you back. She not with you, what you got or what your status is. And she weathers through the storm like a seasoned vet. I got a girl, so don't even stress. Whole bitches and gold diggers don't even test. Just like Biggie said, man, me and my bitch. And all these other names don't exist, fuck em. Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, you gon' save me. I know they saying don't be with me, but girl, you my 50-50, you dig me? Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, you gon' save me. I don't have nothing to lose, all I got left is you. She give me food and she pray for me. And even though I starve, I never stay hungry. And if I need space, she'll wait for me. What's hers or mine, it's the same money. And don't it seem funny when the times change? And all the hoes want you like their minds change. And I don't want none of them except her. And if I can't, gotta bless her. Every man needs a great woman, even if they think they shouldn't. But this ain't strictly for the fellas. Ladies, if you got a good man, you should tell him. Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, you gon' save me. I know they saying don't be with me, but girl, you my 50-50, you dig me? Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, you gon' save me. I don't have nothing to lose, all I got left is you.
It's real too, man. We back at it. You know what I'm talking about? I think we about halfway through this motherfucker. It's crazy. The way you make it happen too easy. I'm just saying. I hope they ready though. It's time to take flight, cause we on it. Straight raw. Hey, open your ears, cause we ready to say go.
snaked out by some people that I swear to God I love the most. And can you tell me how does love feel? Cause every time somebody says they love me, it just hurts some more. And I don't know what love is. No, I just know how to get I keep trying to tell them I'd rather be alone, but every time I say it, damn, it's like the ego's blowing. I be so stuck up in my head, don't want the evil showing. Deep down inside my soul is hurting, crying, leave me alone. I'm toxic, FaceTime me right now, show me what you doing. And I've been hurt so many times, I can't let no one know. Broken pieces where my heart at, it's all black and bruising. I got my back against the wall so they can't stab me through it. I don't know what love is. No, I just know how to get. Can you tell me what love is? Cause I've been snaked out by some people that I swear to God I love the most. And can you tell me how does love feel? Cause every time somebody says they love me, it just hurts some more. And I don't know what love is. No, I just know how to get. I'm just trying to focus, I don't know what I'm doing. My dreams are right in front of me, but they just steady moving. Demons running next to me, but most of the time be coolin'. It be the ones that say they love you that go put you through it. I'm tired, my heart's exhausted, this thing's barely beating. They liars, they say they love you, they don't really mean it. I'm quiet, I let you sit back and observe in silence. Why does love hurt? I'm different, don't condone the violence. So tell me how does love feel? Cause I've been snaked up by some people that I love still. So tell me how does love feel? Cause I've been snaked up by some people that I love still. Cause I've been snaked up by some people that I swear to God I love the most. And can you tell me how does love feel? Cause every time somebody says they love me, it just hurts some more. And I don't know what love is. No, I just know how to get. How to give. No, I don't know what love is. I keep trying to tell them I'd rather be alone. Damn, it's like they hate what love is.
This video was recorded live on In the Basement TV.
Yeah. Oh, I love to see the shoes that you're wearing. I know that you might get too shy. I know that you ain't really comfortable. Oh, some feeling sunny, put them on. You and me, don't feel alone. I'll be here all night long. We go dance to the morning. Come on, the only shoes, baby. I ain't tryna be rude, baby. I'm tryna make you comfortable. On veut mon chetika danceable. I'm in love with the shoes that you wear. Loving your attitude and how you fare. You're looking at me, baby, and I'm looking at you. True love is in the air, you gotta feel shy. So hold up, hold on. So hold up, don't go down. Don't run up, don't run away. You know you're scared, don't run away. I love to see the shoes that you're wearing. I know that you might get too shy. I know that you ain't really comfortable. Oh, some feeling sunny, put them on. You and me, don't feel alone. I'll be here all night long. We gon' dance till the morning.
Be it, just be true. I be me, you be you. We gon' dance till the morn. You know you sing my favorite song. Said I like the way you stay, I like the way you Cause you know that I ain't that comfortable. Yeah, when I'm with you, know the difference. You ain't like these other chickens, no. Cause I stay on my own. I don't need no one to hold me. Until you came into my life, done with all the sad songs, bring me to the light. Step it to the front, and we step it to the side. All of a sudden, baby, got me feeling alright. You're right, I used to be shy. I got the wings, but too afraid to fly. I didn't have no reason why, yeah.
I love to see the shoes that you're wearing. I know that you might get too shy. I know that you ain't really comfortable. Once I'm feeling sunny, put them on. You and me, don't feel alone. I'll be here all night long. We will dance till the morning.
And sure. What's up?
From olive colored skin to chocolate brown, lipsticks and lip gloss should be color rich, long lasting, bold and luscious. Bold and Luscious Cosmetics. Find them at BALcosmetics.com. Complete with vitamin E, lanolin, and antioxidants, Bold and Luscious gives you soft, moisturized lips all day. Reds, nudes, pinks, darks, bright. BALcosmetics.com. BALcosmetics.com.
Ah, shit, we here. Happy Rawrrzone Day, everyone. It's your girl, Ivy, a.k.a. Katie K. Call me whatever you want, but remember, talk to me nice because God don't like ugly. You can find us everywhere on our website, www.rawrzonenyc.com. You could catch us at our home of Elgin Sound Radio, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could catch us the next day in Ohio in 150 countries. On Booster 82.3 FM, Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you link up with Promo God. She got them packages to help you artists promote. If you're a small business, different packages, different services, call her, tell her Katie K sent you. Whew. We are powered by Bold and Luscious, as you heard that commercial. Ladies, it's spring. We're heading into the spring. You know, get yourself a little bit of those lip glosses, you know. Time to flaunt your inner bold, babe. Use the code RZ15 off. Tell them Katie K sent you. My 420 heads, get high, stay fly. Our season is approaching us. You will be regretting not hitting up Just Blaze Organic to get your stuff prepared. The Bob Marley movie already has been out by the time this show comes out. You need to get on your bully and get this stuff. Tell them Katie K sent you. While the details of our next give back has not been announced yet, we are still collecting donations for the Sarcoma Foundation of America. We've been doing this for the last few years in honor of Sean Seguid. Sean Seguid spent the last year of his life advocating for sarcoma awareness, a disease that only accounts for 1% of adult cancers in the United States, but will account for 15 to 20% of childhood cancers. There's an estimated 7,730 deaths from sarcoma will occur in the United States this year. It's such a silent death, and it takes over so many families, and we need to just do what we can to help. So please click the link in our bio or scan the QR code here. Get information about what we do, what our Give Back for Sean Conflict series is, and more details will be coming up within the next few weeks. But without further motherfucking ado, right? So I had a good break in November. You know, Eswar called me and said, Katie, I'm involved in this Jadakiss concert. Do you want to come to Florida and take pictures? And of course I say, yes, the fuck, I'm coming. Of course I am. Who the fuck's not gonna go? So while I'm at this miraculous event, I'm watching a certain DJ just rock the whole place. Like, being that it was also a little bit light at 8 p.m., he still had the energy going as if there was like 5,000 people in the venue. He is the one you want to call when you want to rock a party. Inspired by radio personalities such as DJ Red Alert, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex. He found his passion at the age of 14, becoming a DJ, then moving down to Miami, where he only had but a crate of vinyls and a passion, and he started off his journey from there. It is 2024. He is a Diamond Award recipient as an international DJ. He is on LLCoolJ's Rock the Bells radio. He's had a working relationship with 50 Cent that landed him all around the world. So without further ado, so I don't sound like a fangirl, give it up for the one, the only, coming from Harlem, New York, but in Miami now, DJ Epps.
Yeah, Katie, how you doing, beautiful?
I'm good. So it's funny. I was telling my partner, the one that called me to do the show that we were both part of, I'm like, because he thinks I was trying to downgrade myself. I'm just like, no, I'm really surprised he actually remembered me because there were so many people there. And it's like, well, you were the only white girl in the venue. I'm pretty sure it'd be hard not to fucking recognize you.
No, I don't think you was the only white girl.
The only white girl working.
Yes. But you definitely stood out like a sore thumb. And I do remember that.
Well, yeah, because one of JD's people got mad at me after for climbing over, even though I had the wristband. I'm just too lazy to go walk all the way around in the middle of a show just to go get a shot.
Well, that was the part of the sticking out like a sore thumb. Like you was doing your job, and people recognized that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's trying to get that shot. She's trying to get that money shot right there.
Now I'm just waiting for us to do a photo shoot.
Oh man, that's too easy. Whenever you're ready.
Do you come to New York at all, or you just stay in Miami?
Oh, definitely, man. You know, as raised and born in Harlem, New York, like you just said, it's something for me to always go back and forth home to keep my name, alive over there. So I'm going back there March 7th to the 9th. I got a party in Queens. I got a party in Brooklyn.
What part of Queens?
I forgot, man, but I'm rocking with DJ Hot Rod, and also going to be doing a Label NYC's birthday party over there. So, yeah, I got a couple of spots. I'll definitely send you the links and the flyers and whatnot.
I got you. I'll promote it for you.
Appreciate that.
And I live in Astoria, Queens. That's why I was asking.
Oh, man. I do. I go to Astoria a couple of times and go do, damn, man, what's that party? That's the club on the corner, man. Oh, I've been doing it all summer. I did it all last year.
What you like on just the south side, or no, you said Astoria, so on the corner, Don Coqui? Or are you doing Don Coqui? Now it's like Agenda or something?
Nah.
It's gonna bother you if you don't figure it out now.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue, and honestly, all the clubs I've been doing, it should have just came out my mouth, man. It should have just came out my mouth. But I'll tell you in a few minutes. I'll tell you. But yeah, Astoria, I'm a big fan. It's right next to DJ Self's restaurant.
DJ Self has a restaurant?
Yeah, he has a seafood restaurant out there. Awesome, delicious. You know what I mean? He got them colossal lobsters and everything, man. It's I like it over there. I like it.
So, like all shows, and also because I work in a community center with kids, it's gotten wired in my head that every conversation I have, I always ask, like the early day check-in, how you feeling? What's your vibe for today?
I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? My vibe for today is honestly, I have a Saturday night off. So
wow.
Yeah, once my wife finished doing a client, we're probably just gonna go grab something to eat, you know what I mean? Just, spend some good time getting some brunch. She does eyelashes. So I'm gonna spend the Saturday with the family, and then tonight, jump on the box, the LLCoolJ Rock the Bells, at 9 p.m., the Saturday night ride.
Do you record from home, or do you actually go into the studio?
I record from home, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I go to the studio now to go do my live interviews, you know, because SiriusXM now opened up a broadcast system here in Miami on South Beach. So if you see me doing live interviews inside of a studio with Rick Ross or Shannon Briggs, Tyson Beckford, and so on, it's because now I get to go over there and, you know, do my interviews there live. The club in Astoria is called Melody. Sorry.
Oh, that's my place. I love their hookah.
Yeah. Same here.
I used to be for, and it's no secret now, but in high school I used to cut school a lot. I would get the best grades in the world, so I didn't care. I would do my homework at the hookah bar.
Right.
And they the funny shit is I'll be 16, 17. They know I'm not 18 years old. So they just here letting me rock, smoking hookah, and fucking doing homework. And Melody's was one of those spots because back then, talking about 2006, it wasn't as popular as it is now.
Yeah.
That whole block was desolate when it came to having people come over there.
Wow, doing your homework, doing hookah, ain't that something?
I got bored. I love learning, but it's one of those things where I'll get bored sitting there for a while.
Hey, you know, I totally understand. I was unfortunate to not finish school at a young age because the clubs was just
so college.
Man, once the club got a toll of a young DJ just ripping the parties down at a young age, man, it was hard to wake up in the morning.
So let's talk about that, right? You started this at 14, you
Correct.
know. So
Correct.
For someone that young to start experiencing so much, tell us a little bit about that beginning.
You know, that beginning was it was a memorable experience because, you know, coming from New York, of course, I couldn't go to no clubs up there, and being that it's like boroughs up there, was hard. It was hard for me to move around to go a young age, you know, getting on the subway or buses to go to a party. So that wasn't happening at all. So the minute I came to Miami, you know, we had something called warehouse parties, you know what I mean? Where you could just open up a warehouse and put some speaker boxes and throw parties there, you know what I mean? And like any other cities, we would have hooky parties too, you know what I mean? You would skip school and throw a hooky party at your house and get in trouble with your parents and whatnot. So once, you know, that started happening, we had the University of Miami, where these frats and sororities would have parties in their dorms or at a place like one of their their little clubhouse called a Rathskeller, and they would always book me to DJ that, and that escalated to me walking on South Beach and finding, you know, a club that would allow me to come in there and DJ. And one club that made me famous was a party called Sugar Shack. So, you know,
like Sugar Daddy the Queen.
and hip hop wasn't known to be on South Beach like that. You know, South Beach had a bunch of house parties. They had like the Studio 54 older parties and whatnot. But, you know, once Sugar Shack opened and you heard hip hop there, everybody that would walk on South Beach on Washington Avenue would hear it, and it was like a magnet. They would just go straight to the club. And me walking on South Beach, I walked in front of a club, and the door guy happened to be this 6'4" guy, you know what I mean? And I'm still a short, young guy looking at this guy, and I'm telling him, hey, I'm not telling him, I'm asking him.
Hey, can I DJ?
Yeah, I look up to him, hey, can I come DJ your party? And he, sure enough, he looked down at me like I was some twerk, you know what I mean? And he said, yo, he's like, yo, shorty, yeah, you can come in here and DJ. How about this? If you rock it, I'll let you DJ here every week.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, bet. And then he puts his hands on my chest because I was about to walk in. And he's like, but if you whack, I'm going to throw you and your record crates out on Washington Avenue.
Oh, my God.
So I'm looking at this big man, and I'm like, okay. You know, it was definitely nerve-wracking. It was definitely intimidating. But I said, let's go. I got you. And sure enough, man, I went in there for a good hour and a half, 2 hours, and just shut that thing down, man. You know, in Miami, we have it's a culture, you know, a lot of people from different areas. You know what I mean? You got Jamaicans, Haitians, Latinos, Americans. And, you know, for me to go in there and play reggae, hip hop, your golden era hip hop, we're talking about Nas, Wu-Tang, KRS-One type stuff, you know what I mean? And so on. And I ripped it down, and he just grabbed me by the shoulder. He was like, my man, I'm gonna give you $300 every week to come in here to shut it down. And that was my first, you know, big residency paycheck. And it was, you know, we're talking about the early 90s. I meant a lot to a DJ like me, you know what I mean? You know, and from there, that created my brand. DJ Epps was born because now, you know, a lot of people is visiting in town from New York, from LA, from Houston, everywhere, even from Europe. And they go walk on South Beach. And like I said, they hear the music, and they'll go into that party. And even big name artists. And I think that's what kind of like really stamped me into the industry, that once the big name artists would hear the hip hop, and they'll come to the party, and they'll come in my DJ booth. They want me to play their music. They can't really believe, you know, a New York hip hop DJs in Miami, you know, just, you know, breaking it down. So, you know, the Puff Daddies, the Eminems, the Wu-Tangs, you know, Uncle Luke embraced me because he was shocked to hear a different DJ than a Miami DJ spin like that and captivate a crowd for South Beach like that. So, you know, that was pretty amazing, and it was a great launch for DJ Epps.
Can you tell us, you know, the contrast between the Miami nightlife and the New York nightlife? Because when I went there, it was like night and day. Like, I'm used to being out till like 5, 6 a.m. working in clubs, taking photos. They're closed by 2 o'clock.
Yeah, you know, most markets parties do close at 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? Us in Miami, we tend to party till the clubs don't close till 5 in the morning. And then you have an after hour party, maybe at Club Space or 11 or something like that, that will probably stay till 2 in the afternoon.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the party just doesn't stop out here in Miami. You know, New York, and the party was more, oh man, how can I say it, man? You know, there was a lot of drugs.
At that time or now? Or both?
I would say both. More before, you know what I mean? That, you know, we're talking about the ecstasy era, the you know, the cocaine eras and stuff like that. And a lot of people would stay up and party, and you would see them come out the club, and they'll be bright as sunny, and they got this face like, oh my God, and they'll probably go home and sleep till like 8 p.m. later that day. You know what I mean? And New York, it was more of you know, you got to watch your back out there. You know, you got to tuck your chain. You got to be careful. You got to, you know, it from what I seen, it was kind of intimidating walking into some clubs in New York and having to watch your back, you know what I mean? But still have a good time. Don't get it twisted, you know what I mean? Because when I would go to a Camilo party, enough party, even some house music parties at Rawrrzone or Palladium. Those parties was pretty dope. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Palladium and Haddon or Palladium Astoria, because there was two.
Right. With the Astoria?
There was a Palladium in Astoria that got taken over and turned into a warehouse. And then there was the Palladium in Manhattan.
The Palladium in Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And some of those clubs were dope, you know what I mean? But then again, for me, you as a hip hop DJ and as known as DJ Epps, I had to go make my way to the tunnel and stuff like that. And some of those things was grimy and intimidating, but fun at the same time. And you got to witness, the Funk Flex, the Big Cap and the DMX and the Nas and the Nori. And then next you know, these guys are coming to your city in Miami, and they're like, wow. And next you know, another decade later, they move out here just like me. So, and they also notice that the partying over here is more relaxed. The girls are just gorgeous. You know what I mean? The palm trees, the you know what I mean? Just fun. And
margaritas.
Yeah, and on top of that, you got a New York DJ that spins a little bit of West Coast Miami. Excuse me, a phone call just came in. I apologize about that. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just beautiful out there. So there's a big difference out here. And then, you just I tend to learn how to mix the culture all together. You know what I mean? The reggae, the New York hip hop, the Miami music, the ATL music, the West Coast music.
How though?
And that's what made DJ Epps a hot DJ. Some DJs tend to just stay on one genre in their own city and stick to that. And you're just looking at them like, yo, can you play a little Madonna or something?
How do you do it though? Like meshing all these different genres so effortlessly? Because I've seen some other DJs doing
Well, I have to give it to, one of my favorite DJs I like to watch is Kid Capri. He was very good at it, just flipping not just records but genres and mixing it all together. So, when you learn from a DJ like that, that makes you also do your homework on music. Where music was sampled from. Where music came from, who produced it, certain parts of the music, you know what I mean? So that was just all part of doing your homework with all types of genres. Another DJ that kind of inspired me when I moved down to Miami was DJ Craze. At a young age, we both would skip school and I would go watch him in his bedroom just practice for the DMC contest, and he would just, my eyes was just amazing, lit up to see what that kid could do. And between those two, a technical DJ like Crazy and a party rocker like Kid Capri, I learned how to try to put those two together and create a DJ Epps.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And let me not leave Funk Master Flex with the mouth that guy got and how he used the microphone and just break records and stuff. I got to give it to him too.
As a DJ part of the game, what did you like the most and what did you like the least?
I like the most of healing the crowd. I like to call myself a musical therapist. You know what I mean? Just taking people on a journey, making them feel good, making them forget about any problems they had that day. Just totally leaving them amazed with my skills and my selection and my persona, my attitude, my humbleness and everything. Making sure that they go home like, man, that DJ was absolutely dope. That's the best feeling. Oh, he played my favorite song, or he played my song. Some artists would come in there, you know, they you know, and they trying to get a lit. They want to get their music heard. You know what I mean? And you know, I'll drop it and I'll blow it up like if it was the first Drake song. You know what I mean? And people go crazy. And some DJs just don't know how to do that. You know, I can play a new record and not make everybody run off the dance floor. You know, and artists will be amazed at that. They'll be like, "Oh man, they rocking my stuff," and I like to make them feel good and watch them feel themselves like that. You know what I mean? Pause. So that's cool. The least, and I don't have this problem now, but is janky promoters working with, you know, promoters that just don't, you know, their egos are way out there, you know what I mean? And they don't really know the value of a great DJ. And at a young age, some will try to take advantage of me. Or they just didn't do their business right. And when I say business right, you know, have your money ready to pay a DJ. Don't depend on the door money to me. And then you go to the guy, "Hey, we didn't make enough money." Man, it don't work like that. You know, have my money. You know, so, you know, I think or, you know, hey, you know, you didn't promote a party right, man. And DJs could see that, like, you know what I mean? We could see that you didn't promote a party. So, you know, and there's some promoters that would want to try to micromanage a DJ. Like, come on.
Tell them what to play.
No, I mean, you could tell me what type of party you're having, and you could tell me what type of music you want to hear, and I'll take it from there. But don't micromanage how I play, when I play. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You know what I mean? That right there, it's like an annoying customer, you know, saying that, you know, "Hey man, you know, you didn't cook this lobster right," or something, you know.
So I guess you would say this is the age-old question when it comes to promoters, DJs. And I would like to hear from your experience, because, like, in the 10 years I've worked in nightlife, and I'm back at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always been that debate, you know, if the club is dead, is it also the DJ's fault because they didn't promote enough?
Here's the thing. I think that's you know, that's
a cop out.
Yeah, that's BS. Because here's the thing. Everybody has a position. The bartender has a position. You're not waiting for the bartender to bring crowd. The bartender, his job is to make drinks for everybody. The best drinks. You know what I mean? Not to overfill the alcohol or whatever. The bathroom attendant guy, his job is to make sure the bathroom is clean, make sure the customers leave with bubble gum and their breath smells good, and, you know, have perfume on and you smell good for the girls out in the club, and keep the bathroom clean, like I said.
Yeah.
The promoter has a job to promote and put people in the building. You know what I mean? The DJ, his job is to make sure everybody in that building is dancing and they stay in there from beginning to end. Now, for the promoter, you are very lucky, and you should be what's the word I'm looking for? You should appreciate that the bartender may end up bringing some people. The DJ may end up bringing some people or tables. You know what I mean? To help you out. You should be appreciated, but that should not be their job.
Because if that's the case, wouldn't you just pay the DJ more for some promotion?
Well, absolutely. If a DJ smart enough, he'll tell the promoter, "Hey, you want me to go in the Rolodex? You want me to promote? You want me to get on the phone call and start telling people, yeah, you got to pay me this much. So this is what I always tell people, or DJs, and nothing against the promoters, because some are great, some are cool, some are janky. But DJs, you have a name, you have a household name. Do like DJ Epps and promote your own parties. So you don't have to worry about any of that fuckery. If I go to a party and the party flops, that's my fault. I'll take that L. I don't care. But at the same time, like I said, I got a fan base. I got Instagram and all types of social media tools. I know how to hire somebody to make a flyer for me. Promote your own party. So when I started going back to that Sugar Shack days when I walked on South Beach, that big guy, his name is Rich. I love him to this day. It's my brother. I love him for even helping creating DJ Epps. He would teach me, like, he has the club, he has the ambiance, and he'll do his own promotion. But he taught me how to make the flyer, and go to all the high schools in Miami, Florida, and go pass out flyers and create your own fan base. And those kids would come happy to be on South Beach, happy to go inside of a club on South Beach.
I miss those days. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? And right there, I learned how to promote my own party. Sugar Shack was mine. And when Rich decided to not do no more parties, I learned to go to another club and created another party. As I grew, I learned how to do a reggae party. Later on, a couple of decades, after I started going to Europe and Asia and touring around the world, I came back to Miami learning how to do a strip club party, because now we're in the strip club era. You know what I mean? So I learned how to do a strip club party. Had one of the best running parties on a Saturday night at a strip club. I had another strip club party that was 5 years strong on the worst night of the week on a Monday. My own party.
On a Monday?
On a Monday. Playhouse Mondays. On a Monday, everybody would come visit me and party with me. And local artists would come perform for me. And like I said, it was a strip club era. It's still a strip club era. And who doesn't like to go see naked girls? Hey, you know what I mean? So it was a party. And even now, this year, at the beginning of January, I said, every year, one of the things that I learned to just keep my brand alive, every year, January 1st, I tell myself, what am I going to do different? What can I do that I have not done? What can I do different from last year or a couple of years back? So this year, there's hardly clubs in Miami. I think New York is having the same problem too. I believe it's mostly hookah lounges now, cigar lounges. So I said, let me do a dinner party. And guess what? Now I got the hottest dinner party on a Friday night.
I kind of want to go to Miami now for dinner.
Hey, man, whenever you're ready, I'll have your plate.
Yay. I wouldn't say New York is lacking nightclubs, right? Because I work at Doha Lounge right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go along that line of, like, the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
On 39th, you have Doha. On 36th, you have Tantra. On 30th Ave, on 36th Ave, you have fucking Melrose Ballroom. So I feel like there's enough clubs, but I feel like the nightclub culture is starting to finally bounce back after the pandemic.
Yes, it is. And another thing that I do notice is not all trap music. You got the 90s, 2000 parties, you know what I mean? The throwback parties, where you could go over there and hear a Talib Kweli, a Young Jock, you know what I mean? Some of those type of music that you grew up on. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because I was I was hesitant coming back to work in nightlife. I really wasn't trying to get sick by people. Like,
same for me. Before the pandemic hit, like I've been doing this since the early 90s. So when the pandemic hit, it was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want to say I'm tapped out, but I was bored of the same music, same clubs, same, the traveling and same drinks. It was just getting bored, and I was like, I really need to invest in some business or go buy some homes and just do something different. But for some reason, what did I end up doing
during the pandemic while you were thinking about all this?
Well, okay, so if everybody remembered, when the pandemic hit, the clubs shut down. So I basically had a year off. My wife is looking at me like, damn, what are you gonna do now? But and to me it was a tiny bit of concern, but what I come to realize, it wasn't a setback. It wasn't a problem for me. It was a year off of just
resetting.
Not just resetting, but all that traveling that I'm mentioning, all that partying, all the drinks, all the smoking I did. It was a break, a whole year break of all of that / resetting. Yes. So guess what? I didn't want to drink no more. I don't drink no more. I no more blunts. I didn't smoke no more. I stopped that.
Would you vape?
Say that again.
Do you vape?
No. I did started doing a little hookah. You know what I mean? Just to, I guess, because I've been smoking since I started DJing. We were smoking weed in high school, so I guess just to fill up that smoking, I do a little hookah here and there, not excessively. Even the drinking, I drink here at home with wifey or occasionally when we go out to dinner or something.
Yeah.
But I was never even a drinker like that. I don't get like drunk like that. But I just completely stopped all of that. And while I'm resetting and I'm at home, of course, watching Instagram, looking at social media, watching everybody I'm looking at D-Nice just healing the world through Instagram. And I'm like, and I'm as I'm watching him, I'm just thinking about his legacy. I'm like, damn, this is D-Nice from Boogie Down Production, from BDP, from back in the days. And he's making a name for himself. And as a friend of his, as a DJ, I was loving to see that. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, who would have thought this guy would just come back out of nowhere and create a name for himself where he's DJing for Oprah and big companies and so on. And then next, I started watching other DJs, learning what he was doing. They would just get on the live and start DJing on their kitchen counter or in their little studio, in their bedrooms, whatever. And I would get phone calls, and they would, most of my fan base was like, Epps, please get on the Instagram and DJ too. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But how can I do it different? You know what I mean? I just don't want to be another DJ on the gram. I would need to impact Instagram. I would need to really do something that's totally different.
Yeah.
And a light bulb just hit me, was like, why don't you just create a mix show, / your own radio station where you come on every day at a certain time and people know that time and they catch you there. Not just playing music, but what else can you do? What do you do best? You play other people's music. So I would play a lot of upcoming artists' music, you know what I mean? Basically, like I said, I created a mix show. It will be Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Every Monday to Friday, you catch me doing something different. On Mondays, I kind of created something with my MP3 Wax family called Ladies Night, where I would let all female DJs come and rock my Instagram.
Oh wow.
Man, that was a jump off. Like to see women just come on my Instagram and they DJ, good DJs, and they blend and they do what they do and they have a party. That was one thing. Tuesdays, I created Celebrity Tuesdays where I was interviewing all the celebrities, all my friends, you know, that and we would have conversations and they would drop gems and they would tell stories. That was great. Wednesdays, I would actually get on the turntables and DJ like D Nice would do and tear it up. You know what I mean? Most of these DJs were on their controllers. So for you to see me on the Instagram on turntables and destroying them, you know, people was telling me that was a sight to see on the other side of the phone. So I kept that alive. Thursdays, I created Indie Thursdays where I would just bring independent artists to come get interviewed and you know, be part of my legacy and of what I've created too. And those indie artists will help promote. Oh man, Epps put me on. Epps, you know, those guys help promote what I created on Instagram. And then Friday, it was another party on my turntables. You know what I mean? It was just, you know, just destroying, having a house party for sometime an hour or 2 hours. You know what I mean? And that created a big noise for Instagram and the DJ Epps brand. And, you know, at this time.
But you're still doing certain shows, that you're still doing the Celebrity Tuesdays and everything.
Yeah, I still do Monday till this day. I still do. It's called DJ Epps and Friends. I turn on my gram at 10 o'clock. I had IT guys come over here in my home, and you know, thank God for this beautiful studio I have. I have some. I'm not a computer guy. I'm not a geek like that. But I have some IT guys come up and say, Epps, this is something called this is a program called this. I'm not gonna give all my gems away because I don't.
OBS.
There's a gem, you know what I mean? And when you go on your Instagram live, now you go. Bless you, beautiful.
Thank you.
When you go live on your Instagram, now you could go live on your Twitch, your Facebook live, your YouTube live, all at once, and just create a big fan base. So shit, you know. Instead of going to a club, now the club is in my home. You know what I mean? 200-300. In the pandemic, it was thousands of people watching me. But now when it's time to go back outside, you know, people had the mask on. You could go outside now. You could go to the club again. You know, the numbers went down, but it was still a good enough number for me to keep my Instagram on and keep my legacy alive, and I will get more bookings too that way because people actually see the resume, they see my talent, they see you know, my brand and everything, and most importantly, Meta made me realize that I could make money this way too. Meta was sending me 2 checks a month. It started like 50, went to 75, went to 125.
Oh, the rewards from Instagram and stuff was amazing. I would love it.
The rewards, the badges, even the reels, the Facebook reels, all of that combined together, Meta was sending me huge checks. Not to mention monetization with YouTube. So now I'm in an era where I learned how to utilize my social media and make money this way. You know what I mean? And all these artists, they buy my packages to play their music all month long, interview them, because I learned to create a tastemaker on the gram. So if you got a new song and you want to play and you want to get it heard, you have to come to my show, you know? And in the comment box, everybody's telling you, hey, this joint is fire. They put the fire emojis. They give you 4 or 5 mics, whatever. You know what I mean? And these artists are eating it up because they have no way to get to Funk Flex or Hot 97 or your local radio station. They may not even have the budget money to get their music started. So guess what? They come here to DJ Epps show, and you know, my wife is looking at these checks like, why is Facebook is sending you all this money? And I had to show her. I had to, you know, let her know this is what's been happening since the pandemic. She's looking at me like, you know, you gotta do this now every day. I'm like, yeah. And it's a great feeling because for me to not drive out of my driveway or get a ticket or to worry about somebody being janky, it's a great feeling to have my own party on Instagram and all my other social media platforms.
You talk about your wife. What was your support like from DJing back in the 90s to now?
And please don't think I'm bashing my wife or nothing like that. Her support was always there.
Yeah.
And her support was more of a just watching me grow and like, damn, man, I'm proud of him, man. He kept up with it. He dodged all the bullshit. He became somebody, you know, and supported me by making sure that there was a meal at my house, you know, helped me make sure the bills are paid, and you know, we created 2 beautiful kids together and built a family. So that support was great. You know what I mean? She wasn't the big support of going to all the clubs with me, and I was okay with that because I'm not really trying to DJ and be a security guard at the same time.
That works out.
Yeah, so in that sense, her support was great. Is awesome till this day. You know what I mean? And we're talking about 15 years marriage, but we've been with each other for 25 years plus.
That's amazing. What's the secret to a long relationship?
You know, a lot of sex. A lot of sex. A lot of you know, it's funny how men want peace and they don't want to argue and they don't want to, but a little argument here and there really helps that out because it shows it's what happens after the argument, the making up, the realization that you guys were arguing about stupid shit, or you know, you guys just looked at each other and y'all don't verbally say sorry, but we have ways of saying sorry. And I think those cute type things help the relationship. And the fact that the world that knows DJ Epps, the fan base that knows DJ Epps, when they see my family and they look at it, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people wish they had that type of relationship growth, you know? And Claudia, she's been there since the Sugar Shack days, the early 90s. She watched me from little growing and being not just the man that I became, but this great DJ that everybody loved to hear and watch. So, you know, and at a young age, you know, yeah, I did some mistakes. I think every guy did, you know, but part of growing up is adjusting yourself and moving better and not let people or women take advantage of you and so on, you know?
Did your family, so like your family outside of your wife, so I'm talking about like mom and dad, did they ever support you going up as a DJ?
You know, my mom, you know, nothing against my dad. He wasn't really never around. You know, he's a good guy. You know, I love him. But he was never around since I was born. But my mom, you know, she was another one that watched from distance. So her support was, you know, always pray, be careful with certain things and certain people. Um, you know, you know, her support was more of making sure that I became a man and not do things that um, other unsuccessful men not do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm the only child. So for me to grow up to become a great person and become a man, a family man, she she watched that growth. She supported, and she is very proud of her son. And you know, for her to tell me that, I think it was about a decade ago, or and for her to tell me that she is proud of the man that I became, that just, you know, let me know that I did it. You know, that's it. You know, not only becoming DJ Epson's household name, but for me to make my mom happy like that, that's it. That's, you know, it's great.
Never about the fame, really. As long as you can make a comfortable life for yourself and your family and make sure they're good, I think that's more important than the celebrity part of it.
Yeah, and a lot of people get that twisted, man. They really chase the fame. They really, really, really chase the fame, and the fame just lasts just for a little bit. People don't know what to do next, or how to move next, or where to go. You know what I mean? You find DJs that drain themselves in their own city, and they got to go move to Miami or New York to catch another wave for their legacy. I never had to do that. I stayed here in Miami. You know, my growth stayed here, and I thugged it out. You know, but at the same time, you know, I moved around and made sure a lot of people can't come to Miami, and they would love to come to Miami and enjoy themselves. But if they can't come here, for me to go to Arizona, for me to go to Las Vegas, for me to go to California and other markets and bring Miami to their market, you know, that's just as good for them, you know, and they love it. So, and you know, and for me to grow out of my Instagram and have a king from Queens like LL Cool J to pick me up and put me on his radio station, just kind of like stamped and approved that I made it as a legendary DJ.
I have a few more questions for you because I know it's still early in the morning and my dog is here jumping around. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he good. He good. We here.
He's like a little attention hog, I swear. So I read something where you compared nightlife to the world of sports entertainment. And that was the first time I think I ever read that and never agreed with that. But I want to hear, in your opinion, how you find the two very similar.
I'm not too sure where you read that from, but if I were to remember what I think, okay, first of all, sports love hip hop. Sports embrace hip hop. And when I say that, is that you hear hip hop in commercials. Some of these athletes decides to pick up a mic and wants to be a rapper, and or even a DJ. You know what I mean? I think Shaq is probably one of the biggest examples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so on. You know, with jewelry, with you know, the just the music overall. The when people rapping, they use sports or athletes in their rhymes. You know what I mean? But I like to compare, and it's not even a sports, it's sports entertainment. My DJ life is like
WWE.
Yes. You know, I have to, when the cameras is on and the mic is in my hand, I have to talk my shit like Ric Flair or The Rock and let you know I'm the best there is.
That's who you channeling, Ric Flair or The Rock.
Say that again.
That's who you channel. Like if you were to compare yourself to to a superstar, that's who you trying to bring out.
When it comes to Miami, being that The Rock came from the Miami and I DJ'd at University of Miami, his persona, his attitude, his smiling at the people, yes, his the way he talks on the mic, yes. You know, Ric Flair, you know, it's the trash talking sometimes, but you know, it's the good trash talking. It's not that severe cockiness. It's just that severe.
It's not as disrespectful either.
No, it's a confident. It's a confident, and in every business, I think it doesn't have to be just DJing, but in every business, everything you do, you just gotta let people know I'm good at what I do. If I'm the best sewing person and I got the best sewing machine, I'm gonna let you know that I'm the best sewer in the fucking world. You know what I mean? So, you know, in that sense, you know, showing up to work and performing is just like showing up to and going in that ring and getting that 3 count and knocking out people and going back home to your family. It's just something just like that. And I mentioned that with WWE because I am a big WWE fan. Like I watch SmackDown, I watch Raw since I was little. I watch Hulk Hogan, I watch all these athletes, and I come to realize all these athletes is no different from a DJ. You just gotta go get up and perform and go back to your home and not become a drunkie like some of these athletes did and destroyed their lives.
Yeah.
You know, and just put on a show. Put on a show and be the best that you can. And that's what I think I meant in probably that comment or interviewed or whatever you had read. So, you know, that you know, look at and going back to Ric Flair, look how Ric Flair has Offset or Migos or everybody in their everybody has Ric Flair in their video because he's the greatest. And I think those rappers can relate to what I'm saying. You know, those guys are superheroes, just like Mike Tyson, just like any football athlete, just like any baseball athlete, you know. But I just love wrestling. So that's just me. Call me cheesy, call me corny. But
are you watching the product now? Like, you know, with the TKO takeover, with The Rock being put in charge, you know.
Till this day, man, till this day, to watch Vince McMahon grow out of that company and nothing against the old man, but he himself was inspiring of making a billionaire company like that and just not just taking care of his family, but just taking care of those wrestlers, taking care of the audience. Like, it's the same thing of going back of what I was saying. I like to make, when I go to a party, I like to make people feel good with my music and everything. Him too. He likes to come to your city and make you forget about your job and come see this wrestling action and come hear this Raw in the arena. You know what I mean? And the next you know, to let, you know, one of the wrestlers take over his company and embrace it and follow the new era of these young age and listen to what they like. And this wrestler ended up marrying his daughter, you know what I mean? And took the company to the next level. That's huge, you know what I mean? That's inspiring. And we're talking about a big company. I don't know, there's a lot of big companies out there, but when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to, you know what I mean, that's one of the biggest ones I could really compare my DJ life to.
Mania 40 is coming up. That is a milestone event.
Say that again?
Mania 40 is coming up in April, right?
Right.
What are you looking forward to as far as Mania?
You know, I'm not, you know, the way the story's been going around now lately, I'm looking forward to Roman losing the belt.
Oh, thank God.
Because, and no disrespect to him, he's done a great job carrying the torch for his family after The Rock. Like, who could actually... As you look at that family and you look at wrestling too, it's like, damn, how can you top The Rock?
Bro, The Rock pretty much not owns WWE, but he pretty much went to the top and took it.
Yeah, and you look at that and you're like, how can you top that? And guess what? Roman, I don't want to say he topped it, but he just kept the ball rolling. And he's not even a great trash talker. He's not even a great person like that, but he kept the torch going. And that right there, my friend, was motivating. That reminded me of me coming out of the pandemic and still keeping the ball rolling. That was absolutely awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, but now that I see how long he's been doing it, I want to see him lose it. But here's the thing, I don't want to see him lose it, because if he lose it,
who's gonna be champion?
Well, you know, everybody's really behind this new era with Cody. You know what I mean? I get it, but if you first of all, if Roman loses to Cody, and I heard it in an interview before, Roman's gonna lose it all. Like it's gonna be a wrap for him.
Yeah,
and I don't know if his body is not ready to stop yet. Like Randy Orton's still going. You know what I mean? They're not ready to stop. They ready. They want to feed their family more. They love that adrenaline. They love that they love what they do. So for I don't think he's gonna lose it, because it's not time for him to stop. There's more trash talking. There's more people that needs to go up against Roman. That you know,
who needs to go up against Roman? How much left?
Well, you know, with the other companies like NXT and other wrestlers growing, there could be people that could just grow. You know what I mean? That guy, what's his name?
Ron Baker?
LA Knight, I think. LA Knight. You know, he even though he faced Roman one time already, but he still got a lot of growth, and a lot of people love him. So, you know, there's a lot of growth to some of these wrestlers that could still give Roman a run for his money. And another point that a lot of people, if you know the wrestling industry business, you will know this. Roman is on his way to beating Hulk Hogan's.
Oh yeah. He's carrying this until after SummerSlam. But then I really don't think so. Roman put so much value into the Undisputed Universal title, whatever it's called now, that it took so much value out of the regular World Heavyweight title that has so much more history and so much more prestige. At one point, I thought they were really going to just do away with the belt, because who the fuck's really going to carry it the way Roman did? Oh, shit.
You there?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Oh, shit. And now we recorded.
So, yeah, you know, I just think that, you know, being as long as Hulk Hogan's been doing it, Roman and the business of the WWE would want to see somebody break that, you know, those numbers. You know what I mean? They want a new face to replace what Hulk Hogan has done, respectfully. You know what I mean?
We gotta move on our segments for wrestling.
Say that again?
we have a wrestling podcast called What's SmackDown on SmackDown from my friends at Rambo Mania show. We gotta bring you on to talk wrestling because I did not expect this.
I would love that. You know what I mean? That wrestling thing, that's therapy for me. As much as people have done me wrong, I always want to punch somebody in the face. So I just like watching wrestling and just,
it's like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours of people beating the bloody fuck out of each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, and storytelling, and I like storytelling. So that's my therapy. When sometimes me and my wife get in an argument, or I just want to just not think about music, just blank out. I go watch wrestling. I watch documentaries, and all of those things help me grow as a person. I don't know if I look at it as my brother, my father, whatever, but I learned a lot from those type of people because they go through what DJs go through. You know what I mean? You got to go look for new territory. Us DJs got to look for new clubs. You know what I mean? You got to perform to this big old crowd. DJs got to do the same thing. You got to go let everybody know you are the best, the king at what you do. DJs do the same thing. So that's how I see sports entertainment of WWE, a reflection of a DJ's life.
So back to the music side of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about how you were putting everyone. Essentially, you are the workhorse that puts everyone over. In the sense when it comes to music. So, who are some of the people that you personally have put over in the industry that you still see succeeding?
One of them is Rick Ross. And I'm not gonna take the full I'm not gonna be the only one to say I have done that. You know what I mean? Khaled done it, a bunch of DJs here in Miami done it, but I remember him coming to me first to the radio station that I was in Miami and saying Epps, and gives me a CD and it just said hustling on it. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, Epps, I need this record right here is gonna help change my life. I'm gonna need you to help crack it for me. And when I tell you that was the last time I ever seen Ross in rags, like he came in there with slippers. He came in there with some army fatigue shorts with no belt on, hanging down his butt. He came in with a white beater, like, respectfully, he came in there straight hood, straight Ross when he was in his back in the day. And man, sure enough, he was right, man. That hustling record took him to where he's at right now, and to watch him grow and grow and grow, I'm super proud of that. I'm super proud to help him with that. I'm super proud to still be his friend, and I'm even more proud that he takes time out to come back around my area and do interviews with me, or let me help him book with his bookings and get him other places to go to perform or host. It's great to see that. A lot of artists don't usually do that, man. Like I use Ross as an example. Like I've watched it, and I don't call him to be like, yo, I need this. I'm not that type of person. If it happens, it happens. If he genuinely sends me something, hey man, I love you to death. Thank you. You know what I mean? Always sending me Bel Air, you know what I mean? Bel Air stuff, you know what I mean? I love it. Other people that I helped out, Flo Rida, Flo Rida became this mega EDM artist. Like before, he was into hip hop. He was right there with Ross. He was doing hip hop. But the minute that, we helped them with Low, the song Low with T-Pain, he never looked back at hip hop. It was all EDM. You know what I mean? He tasted that food and never looked back at hip hop and stayed in his lane and started doing, tours all around the world.
Yeah.
Pitbull, another one. You know, Pitbull, you know, the minute he put out Kulo and started linking up with Lil Jon, we helped them, you know, blaze those music everywhere. And to a point that, you know, you can't. Pitbull is one of those artists you don't see walk in the streets or Starbucks, or, you know, he's just, you know, he's in that J-Lo and Mark Anthony. They don't come down from that cloud or whatever, you know, wherever they at. Yeah, they don't, you know, we don't see them like that. 50 Cent, when he first started, you know, he needed help getting his music pumped in the South, and especially Miami, because, you know, being that this is Miami, this is Ross City, this is, you know, this is the home of Rick Ross and everything. It was, you know, and he had problems with Fat Joe at the time, and Fat Joe was living out here. So it was hard for 50 to come out here and do anything and not catch no beef. So, you know, he needed somebody to get him the South Florida numbers up and get him that Southern recognition. And I was that guy to help him put G Unit on the map. And, you know, he gave me the G Unit DJ title, and that helped me go overseas and go to Germany, Switzerland, France, China, Taiwan, all types of areas over there, and perform underneath the G Unit DJ umbrella. And you know, so, you know, I me doing that for him, and he let me do that, that was a great, like, you know, thank you, you know, for doing that for you know. And other than that, you know, there's a lot of artists that came through Miami and wanting that same exposure. So, you know, whether it was, you know, people from Interscope Records or Def Jam or Ludacris or Bryson Tiller, you know, Wu-Tang, Busta. Like, you know, I remember helping Busta out in the very, very beginning when he was with Leaders in the New School, man. Like, you know, and to see him where he's at right now, still doing it, also reminds me of myself. Because it's not easy to stay in this fucking hip-hop game and keep reinventing yourself.
Yeah.
It's really hard. So, you know, those names alone right there, I definitely had a hand on helping them with their career and putting them on the map and doing what it is I had to do for them to be successful in the rap hip-hop industry. And for me to even know that till this day, now I'm helping a legend like LL Cool J, just, and what we like to call it is saving hip-hop.
Yeah. Please save it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, it's mind-blowing. I never ever thought that I would get to be not just his DJ, but a good friend of him now, where he puts me in his festivals. He makes me DJs on his cruises and help, you know, people enjoy themselves on the weekends when they turn on the Rock the Bell radio. It's just mind-blowing still to this day, and I appreciate him for picking me up out of the pandemic and making me realize, no, it's not time for you to stop. You got to keep on going. You got to keep on healing the world. And I'm going to give you 3 million subscribers in SiriusXM for you to heal the world. You know what I mean? So it's just awesome.
So within that one answer, you made me want to expand on my last question, but you also brought up a good point. You talk about saving hip hop, and I don't want to say it's everywhere, but over the last few years, we've seen a lot of death happen due to gun violence, due to drugs, and even just sexual assaults based off of what current music is saying. What can we all do to help kind of change that climate?
I can't tell anybody to do what I did. You just got to change. You gotta change. You gotta change the way you think. And for you to change the way you think, you need to stop smoking, because now you still have that cloud in your mind, and you're still thinking. And not everybody. A lot of people could move and do things and still smoke weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you gotta change that. You gotta change the way you move. You gotta change the way your thought process is. You know, even in the pandemic, or right before the pandemic hit. You know, and I'm not afraid to tell this story. You know what I mean? But you know, somebody put something in my drink in one of my parties.
Oh my!
And you know, 7 a.m. when it's time to take the kids to school, I'm in the alleyway in my car sleeping, and not knowing how I got there, what happened, not knowing if I got robbed, nothing. You know what I mean? I was blank for about 3-4 days, not knowing what happened. So those type of things made me realize that I needed to change the way I move, the way I think, the way I you know, do things nowadays. Same thing for these rappers, you know, the Pop Smoke, the Nipsey Hustles, the you know, Black Rob, you know, all these people that dealt with sickness, drugs, or just being a thug and being at the wrong place at the wrong time. All those things need to change. You know what I mean? And they should have learned that with the Biggie and Tupac all the way in the 90s. They should have learned that. But it seems like some of those things keep still happening because people not changing their ways. You know, Takeoff, Migos.
Yeah.
Come on. You're rolling dice in a city that you don't even know. I get it. You love the sport. I get it. You love that, you know.
But they said the bullet wasn't even for him, though. That's the problem.
It wasn't. But once again, wrong place, wrong time. When I DJ, I don't stay. I get there 15 minutes before or 30 minutes before I get to the party, just to see the ambience, see what direction I'm going, say hello to the people, to show my face. But the minute I get off, may spend 10 minutes saying, yo, thank you for coming out to the party and getting the props that people give me. But after that, I'm out of there. I'm not staying. I have no business staying there. I'm not gonna let nobody talk me into having a drink. I'm not gonna let, you know, no girls try to pick me up or swerve me to do anything. None of that.
No, I remember an instance where someone slipped something in my drink too. I was just lucky when I started realizing it. I just texted my friend, I'm like, yo, come pick me up. I don't care about this pay right now.
Yeah, you know, those things, and for me, those are the worst things that could happen to a DJ. You wish those things never would happen to you, but you know, and one day it can happen to you. You could walk in a parking lot and you could get jumped like Charlemagne did. You know, it's just, you know, the world done changed, so you can't really trust anybody. Like when I tell you I roll alone, hey, I roll alone. Like I might have my best friend and he's an IT guy. He's also indoors, but he don't go clubbing like that. Like
you don't have a security guard?
I never had one. I had one in one era, but you know, it was me being a friend to my boy and giving him a job and making sure he had money in his pocket. I like, yo, listen, if you want to roll with me, you got to do something. And as big as you are, the only thing I could think about is being a security guard. Not that I need it, because I don't think nobody's going to do anything to me. And if there's somebody that decides that wants to do it, it's just absolutely a pure player hater. It's like he just don't like where I'm at. He just don't like to see I'm growing. He just don't like to see how beautiful my family. He don't like to see how much of a beautiful wife I has. He don't want to see how much people give me the love that I get in the music industry. That's just a pure hater if anybody step to me and do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I never needed a security guard. And I can understand how some of these guys may walk without a security guard because they feel that it's the same way. But no, reality is there are haters out there, and somebody, I don't really like to speak upon it to make sure it doesn't happen, but things happen, man.
Right. My last question, right? Because you mentioned it. You toured with G Unit. You worked closely with 50. What has working with him, because he's not just an artist, he's a very like smart businessman. What has working with him taught you about running your own business and running your brand?
What I learned from 50 was guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is well needed, not just for the DJ Epps brand, but it was well needed for a brand like 50. So when I started with 50, this was his rollout. This was Get Rich or Die Trying. This was, Wangster. This was going from Wangster to In the Club and signing with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Like, this was his rollout. So when I would get on the phone calls and have these guerrilla marketing meetings with 50 and G Unit and staff, it taught me how to really promote big time. You know what I mean? And I utilized that always for DJ Epps. That's why every time you put on the gram and you happen to stroll by Epps page, it's something different. Whether I'm DJing in the metaverse, whether I'm DJing in the real world, whether I'm breaking somebody's record, whether it's with my family, I'm promoting DJ Epps to a point that I need to be on KD's show. You know what I mean? Or on Rock the Bells. It doesn't matter. It's guerrilla marketing, man. And I'll forever thank 50 for letting me do that for him and showing me how to guerrilla market. You know what I mean? He helped me with my first, Yukon truck. These were the eras where trucks were wrapped with the record label or the artist. So, I didn't have a truck. I had like a little minivan, a Quest minivan, a Nissan minivan. And he was like, "You don't got a truck?" I was like, "Nah." He helped me get a Yukon truck where I had to rap, Get Rich or Die Trying. The next promotion was Tony Ayo's rollout. The next promotion was Mobb Deep rollout, Young Buck, and so on, man. And that helped me learn how to really, really market and promote a brand. And I always use that tool for DJ Epps till this day, forever.
Man, this was such an amazing conversation. I wish we could do this more, but you did say you were coming to New York, so maybe we could do a part 2 and a photo shoot.
Hey, sounds good. I'll definitely send you the schedule so you know where we at and what times and everything and how we can fit in everything. I'm down.
But what's next for you, right?
What's next for me right now? It's I started my own label, Exclusive Music, because as much as all these submissions are coming in, and some of these guys don't have directions how to promote their music, how to upload their music, put their music out there, I created Exclusive Music for me to start putting out music from everybody from everywhere. That's one thing. Exclusive Music. You could catch new music from me and other artists coming out soon. Merch was something I definitely said I need to implement in my brand now. I was never a merch person, but that's something definitely I want to start doing merch. My website, djepps.com. If you ever want to book me for your parties, you could go to the website and email me there. The team will hit you back and we can make things happen. We got the Rock the Bell cruise coming up in November 2024. So, I suggest you go to rockthebellcruise.com and get on the list to be part of the cruise. You don't want to miss that. You can catch me on Rock the Bells every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Channel 43, Sirius XM. If you miss that show at 9 o'clock, it repeats again at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's Sunday morning. And basically, just moving around. And what I learned how to do with Instagram, it allowed people to allow people from the TV network and the radio network to talk me into building my own network, my own broadcast network. So I'm kind of thinking about that. So if that's something that could play out with the right investors and the right people by my side, I think that would probably be next as well.
That's dope. If you need any help, I'm here. I know how to broadcast a little, you know.
I could see that. Yes, definitely, man. Because at the end of the day, it's not just one thing about me. It's not Florida. It's not just Miami. Miami. A lot of people look at Miami. Oh, just a big city. Man, Miami's this small. It's dismal. It's not like boroughs. It's not like you go. Nah, it's very, very small and crab in a bucket out here. And you know, you got to think big and outside of Florida. So I'll definitely be linking up with you, Katie.
I'm so excited for that. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone tuned in with us. Like I love doing this because I get to hear people's journeys. You know, we all. I mean. We all came from a time, because I really feel like from the early 2000s and back, no one really got their fair shake unless they met someone. And that by that time, like for me, it was like already late into my 20s. You know, I started getting, like, I've always been a photographer by trade. This kind of just fell in my lap.
And that's how it works sometimes, man. God will open up new doors that you never knew that was there. And, you know, once you step in and you just, it's like falling into an orgy. You start fucking shit up. You know what I mean? I hope I didn't.
I see that.
That was a good example.
That be happening in Miami. New York is too weird for shit like that to even be happening. And then you never know that there'll be that one dude in the orgy that got HIV. I'm good. He damn fucking got 50 people here with some type of disease.
Yeah.
But thank you everyone for tuning in. Once again, you can catch us on our website www.rawrzoneny.com. Mondays 10 a.m. This is when it drops. Catch us on Elegant Sound Radio Tuesdays 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Live 365 app. But we do have a widget on our website. So again, another reason for you to go check out our website and subscribe. Yeah, I always get the pointing part wrong. I don't try. But you can catch us the next day in Ohio and 150 other countries on Pulso 82.3 FM via the Live 365 app. Shout out to Promo God, giving opportunities like our guest over here so artists can succeed. If you know about licensing your music or you don't know, you could ask her and she could give you that advice too. Or ask our guest, DJ Epps, and I'm pretty sure he'll school you with some knowledge. For my wrestling heads, what's SmackDown on SmackDown? Either me and Abe from Detroit or me and Tevin when he gets over his animosity towards the WWE, because Vince McMahon is a scumbag, but we're going to go beyond that. We talk about the who's and what's of SmackDown. We break down Elimination Chamber and everything that's been here. Tune in, follow the Ramble Mania boys at Ramble Mania Show everywhere. Whew.
I can't wait to be part of that. Maybe I could do a WrestleMania recap with you guys.
Oh, we do the live stream, so I'll definitely ask him if you're not busy that day.
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because we normally do like a crossover, so my show and his show. We link both of our accounts together. That way we can do the reactions and everything. We bring people up, but that would be legendary if you came on.
I would love that, man. I like I said, I keep wrestling to myself. It's my little therapy. But then again, when I find myself with somebody that has the knowledge and knows wrestling just like as I do, I love to have that talk. I love to have that talk.
It's funny because they went from a music podcast that was based around wrestling, right? Because the name originally came from like Monday Night Raw, as you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
And, only because, and the worst part was it wasn't even because of that. It was because we found it on the Sugar Daddy's flyer.
Mm-hmm.
That said, "Come to Monday Night Raw at Sugar Daddy's." So we're like Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. I was like, all right, but it stemmed so much afterwards you know, being in wrestling groups, right? And I did not commentary, but I did interviews at certain events, certain indie events, and it just became like I met Mia Yim, I met Big Swole, Midas Lion, Midas Black and Lion, their tag team, and they were just featured on AEW multiple times. Lucas Chase, so many dope independent wrestlers that are now being brought up to a bigger demographic.
Right.
But then you also have people like you, Krista B, who actually love this. And when I find out during an interview, it's like, okay, I'm trying not to go too much into it, but it's so hard because wrestling has its good moments, but it has its bad.
Definitely. But at the end of the day, it's always a conversation when it comes to that.
Where can they find your social media? So just one more time.
At DJ Epps, everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, at DJ Epps. Once again, DJ Epps and Friends, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern on my IG Live. You need to just pull up on me and come join the party. Come get your artists. If you need your music broken, if you need help pushing your music, I am a jump start to your career, to your single, whatever, man. Come hang out with your boy. And yeah, that's about it, man. I really appreciate this, Katie.
Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait till you come to New York. It's for myself, everyone. Follow at Rawrrzone NYC everywhere. You already know the website, www.rawrzonenyc.com. And of course, for myself, follow me everywhere at IamIvy.xo_. From myself, from the legend himself, DJ Epps, I bid y'all a 2 sweet and a good fight and a good night.